I really like Purple Rain with Prince. I absolutely love Prince as an artist, and so that film is just like really interesting to me. But I also really like Pulp Fiction, which is a really basic answer because everyone always goes, "Oh yeah, I love Pulp Fiction and that." But I genuinely really love it. I've probably seen it about 1,000 times.
I have a few, but mostly Sunshine on Leaf, which is like it's a jukebox musical in the same way that Mamma Mia is, but instead of ABBA, it's the Proclaimers. And it's got like 3 or 4 plot lines all happening at once, and it's really beautiful. And it always makes me cry, and I love every song of it. So yeah.
I really like the cartoon Peter Pan. I just love it. A serious film. I love Me Before You because it's just so beautiful.
To give you 3 I quite like, but 4, go for it. I like Doctor Strangelove, or How I Learned to Love the Bomb. I like 2001: A Space Odyssey. I like The Breakfast Club and The Usual Suspects. Oh, and Fargo's good. Like just 5 random films. They're very good. Watch them.
And most notably, Edgar Wright, Richard Ayoade, and Greta Gerwig.
So Danny Boyle, some of Stanley Kubrick's work, the Coen brothers, and I guess Quentin Tarantino. Yeah, no, I'd say Tarantino. He's done some good bits and bobs.
Greta Gerwig, I agree with Tev because I love Little Women and the way it's filmed. And then Celine Sciamma, I think that's how you say it. She's a French director, and she did Portrait of a Lady on Fire, and it's a very clever film because she does no music. There's no music in it, and it's just
Same as Will. I really like Tarantino. I couldn't say that I didn't like him when one of his films is my favourite film of all time. But I can't remember the guy's name. I also really like the guy that made Us and Get Out. I can't remember his name, but they're both really, really clever films. And it sort of, he talks a lot about social constructs and that within horror films, and sort of disguises it really well.
Well, I watched quite a few of Tom Foolery's like poetry videos about the year, and I got very inspired by that. So that's what inspired my one.
So 3 main factors: there's budget, age restrictions, and the fact that there's only one person in it. So you couldn't really write like a 20-person ensemble thing. But yeah, also Fleabag's pretty good. So throw that in there as well.
Literally just the fact that last year we had a cold beef Wellington.
I think I just watch a lot of sitcoms, and so I naturally lean towards more comedic films and things like that, and also just the Christmas spirit.
8 minutes of pure pessimism and some political incorrectness thrown in as well, but you'll see that later.
An impromptu cooking montage that makes 0 sense.
To put it quite plainly, just a guy talking about beef Wellingtons.
Just nostalgia, I think. I didn't technically film any of mine. My favorite bit to like put together was the clapping of the NHS. That was just like really nice, like a reminder of what summed up the year.
Probably I can't remember whether it's a 20-second or 30-second interview I did with my brother that took us about 3 hours to film. I tried filming it with him. The camera wouldn't focus the way I wanted it to because I wanted like a silhouette. And he kept on laughing and like jumbling the words up. And in the end, we just did a voice note after 3 hours of work.
And the final sort of gag and reveal of it was just funny to me, probably to no one else.
my favourite bit to film was the shot in the garden, because it took me a while to get the jacket I needed to use. And that's all I'm saying.
The hardest part for me, and this is probably a well-known fact with you, Amy and Lily, is trying to find the time to get the filming done. I wanted to put a lot of time into it, and I wanted it to be probably more than it is, but I was just really struggling because I've had uni applications and all sorts of schoolwork that's like my teachers have set last minute and been like, oh yeah, by the way, I need this in by so and so tonight. I've just been like, well, I scheduled filming for them, but I can't do that now. So yeah, that's just probably been the hardest part.
The hardest part of the entire thing was just approving the script, but like after that point, there's just a series of glasses being filled with water that we redid about 30 times because we couldn't get it exactly right.
Getting the voiceover to match certain bits of the video at certain times was really challenging.
The hardest part to film was probably we had to shoot a bit outside, and we were looking for a location for it. Originally, it was going to be in a supermarket, but the supermarket didn't allow it. So we found these very well-placed bushes around the corner that happened to line up.
So my mum was like the camerawoman extraordinaire and just filmed the entire thing, because without her, it would not have been possible. But my dog rolled around a lot, so she put a lot of like excess sound in the background that we just had to redo some shots. But no, it's fine.
My mum definitely, she filmed it, and that was very helpful and useful. She also drove us places, which thanks. The cat didn't really get involved. She was very good that day, so I'd say they helped.
No, my family were they're fine. Yeah, my dog was fine. They were quite cool.
A bit of both, really. Originally, I wanted to do some filming with my mum, but she was constantly busy. And then the whole story with my brother, where it took us 3 hours to get 30 seconds of work done. So I don't know whether that's him helping me or hindering me.
Yeah, I definitely didn't have the confidence before, or even like during, because obviously I didn't film my thing. I got other people to send me things that they filmed. So I feel like I haven't really improved in that area, but making it and putting it together, I really, really enjoyed. So in that aspect, I've definitely got more confident in.
Yeah, I think I was reasonably confident before. It's given me a lot of new ideas for the future, so that's a good thing that I want to try out when I have more people and less restrictions. But yeah, I've got some more ideas to film.
I've done bits of filming for YouTube in the past, so I wasn't entirely confident with it. I've never liked what I've made and put out. So hopefully making this film and seeing it back in front of loads of people, most of which I probably won't know, will hopefully make or break whether I can become more confident with filmmaking.
Yeah, before the project, I wanted to film things and I wanted to make films, but I didn't really have the confidence that was just something you could do, even though I was aware of that fact. But now I definitely feel like it's something I could do and that I want to get better at and do more of. Yes, 100%.
Yeah, I even made a montage for my family of our Christmas. So it's definitely made me want to make more montagey things. So thank you.
Yes, very much.
I definitely think that I'm going to be giving YouTube another go. I'll probably switch up my content a bit, try and do something a bit more what I want, not what I think people would want. But yeah.
Oh, I'm petrified. I hope that the people of probably Medway who will watch this will be fine with my criticism of me imitating their 20 or 40-something-year-old personas.
I like it, I think, at least the bits that I've seen. that I don't know if other people will like it, but in all honesty, that doesn't matter. And I enjoyed the process. So yeah, scared, but in a good way, I guess.
Yeah, I agree with Tef. I'm quite nervous because it's quite personal. So I feel like that connection, like people will like that or not. I hope.
Like the others, I'm scared more for the fact that I find myself cringy and I hate my own voice. So I just hope that other people don't hate it as much as me. Crisis that happened on Christmas Day.
Last year wasn't the end.
Cynical man berates local pessimists.
A funny film about Christmas.
Yep, I definitely had fun making it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,